Good morning, gang. It's 6 degrees above zero and it's sunny and the snow is melting. Like, what better can you ask for? And so I was like, let me go on a walk before I have to go to work because it's just so beautiful outside. And none of my friends are answering my FaceTime, so I'm gonna talk to you guys who are also my friends, but like my friends who are gonna see this at a later time. Also, I'm literally 1 subscriber away from 100 subbies. Come on, guys, we can get there. 100 subbies, let's go. I'm currently in a transitional phase of my life, you guys, okay? Like, basically, I don't want to get too much into it. I don't like to speak about things before they're done. I'm like very superstitious. I'm not, but like, it's just a Julia Fox quote. I don't want to speak about it until like things are set into motion. I also don't want people to hear this who like shouldn't be hearing it, okay? Anyways, so before I left on my trip, I was like, I'm satisfied with my life. Like, I'm fine. Like, I know that I'm in a transitional period and like, what's it called? I'm just waiting, you know, for my big break, I guess, in the acting space and all that. But I'm okay with my life in the meantime, you know? And like, I'm satisfied with the work that I'm doing and all that. And then I went on my trip. I still have to post my Poland vlog. That's gonna take me a while to post because there's a lot in that. But then I went to Israel and I saw my family, and it was so hard to leave because it was like, there's so much life and it's so amazing there, and I have all my family there, and it was so hard to leave them. And it really made me be like, oh my gosh, like life is so short to stay stuck in the middle, where it's like things are not bad, but things are not great. And I heard this from one of my like inspirations recently, like one of my like, she's like on social media, like she gives advice and stuff. She was like, the worst place to be, and like obviously not literally, like the worst place to be is like when you have you're just surviving, but really like when you're just in the middle. Okay, this is like a step above like survival, you know, like let's just get that out of the way. When you're stuck in the middle, because when you're stuck in the middle, things are good, but they're not great. And you can't really get yourself to the point where they're great, because when you're at your worst, when you're at your bottom, that's when you're forced to literally achieve your dreams. That's when you're literally forced to make things work. When you're in the middle, you're kind of stuck and there's not that much motivation to kind of push you because things are fine, but like you can't really get yourself there, you know? It's only when you hit rock bottom that you have no choice but to go up from there. And when I came back from my trip, it's been a week, but I've been feeling stuck in this middle, where I've been feeling like I've just been floating around, where I am stuck in the middle because I have an apartment in Toronto and I pay rent and I just got a car and I work at a job. But in reality, this job is not my field. It's not at all what I studied or my background or like my passion. And it's an amazing job, but it's not really the job for me, in the sense that I'm an artist, you know? I'm in the performing arts. That's what I want to be doing. I didn't really ever get trained or study what I'm currently doing. And so I'm comfortable in this life where I make money and I'm paying rent and all these things, but it's like, then it comes to be like, okay, but when do I have time to go take an acting class? When do I have time to go take a dance class? The things that actually fuel me and motivate me and build on skills that are actually important to me. I don't really have, I'm tired after my job and all these things. It's like, well, then what's the point of even living in Toronto and having this job if it's not actually growing me in the direction that I want to go? And now, don't get me wrong, the job that I have is incredible. It's amazing. But again, it's like, I feel like I'm stuck where it's like, if I was like broke and jobless and all these things, and I'd be literally forced to make it work, you know? And I feel like I'm kind of just like stuck in the middle right now. And so I'm just like thinking about my next steps and how I plan to make things more fulfilling for myself and all these things. Yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm at. Like, this is between you and me, okay? Like, don't be going around talking about this with people. And you're probably like, bitch, you're literally posting this on YouTube. Yeah, but like, it's just like my 99 subscribers who are watching this, you know? But yeah, so again, I'm really grateful for the job that I have. But I keep thinking on a bigger picture, like the city that I'm living in, the job that I'm working in, is it actually for me? Or in the beginning, yes, it was, because I needed to stay here to figure things out, and I needed a job to figure things out, you know? But I'm almost coming up on 1 year of being graduated, which is crazy because I feel like April was just yesterday, you know? Like, I feel like I just graduated. I'm still on my feet. Actually, no, like, in 3 months, like, that's been a year of me living in this place. It feels not that long because I was gone for the summer and I was gone for December, but whatever. Like, it's been a year out. And so it's been an amazing transitional year, but that year is actually coming up on me because it's not that it's like when I started working full-time was September, but I was still working at this job like at the time of last year, you know? Anyways, it's not specifically about the job. It's just kind of like my transitional year is, the end of it is kind of approaching. Like, we have just like 3 more months coming out of it. It's not been 1 year of me working at this job full time, but it has been over a year since I've been working at this job, and almost a year of me being graduated and figuring out what is for me, what is going to self-sustain me, what is practical for me, and what are the dreams that I'm holding back on, you know? So that's kind of what I'm thinking about these days, and coming back from vacation will really make you do that, will really make you think about how life is so short and you should really be doing things that do fulfill you, you know? So yeah, those are my thoughts for today. Thanks for listening. I feel like I couldn't really say this face to face to people because they'd be like, one, like, you're so ungrateful that you have a good job. Like, why would you ever think about like changing to another job? Like, then there's gonna be people who are like, well, you can spend your whole life auditioning and you're never gonna book anything, so it's good to have a really good job on hand. And then there's people who are gonna be like, no, you should be going out and living life to the fullest. And if that means jobs here and there that don't necessarily require you to put 100% in, but allow you to put 100% in into the actual stuff that matters to you, then go for that, you know? Like, there's just a lot circulating in my head right now about that. But anyways, I'm so happy about this weather. It's so nice. This is the only day that we're gonna get this in a hot while because I checked. Tomorrow it's warmer, but it's cloudy, which is whatever. Like, I love the warmth, but I also love the sun. And then after that, it's just gonna go back to being snowy and cold. So yeah. Anyways, that's my spiel. If anyone else is kind of feeling not stuck, but like they were feeling stuck and they don't know how big to dream in these next steps, like, I'm with you and we're gonna figure it out together. So yeah.